No, I'm not singing because I'm featuring a horror movie right now, but because it's really cold in the studio. We're freezing our butts off. Pardonnez-moi, pardon for my French. Anyhow, my name is JC Crisologo for Spotlight. And today's Spotlight, I am featuring the Walt Disney movies Haunted Mansion, directed by Justin Simien. Let's get that right. I was going to say another word, but I'm not going to say it because there are children watching. So, the story of Haunted Mansion is a story of a mother and son living in a haunted house. And so they live at a haunted house, and there's so many ghosts, you know, a lot of paranormal activity going on in their big mansion. But at the same time, where was I going with this? They called people to help them out with ghosts. And so that is what happened with this movie. And it's an all-star studded cast. Jared Leto is there in the movie, but I didn't recognize him at all. And Jared Leto, who happens to be one of my favorite actors in Hollywood. He's such a chameleon. So Jared Leto plays Fantasma de la Capilliera. I hope I pronounced it right. And Lakeith Stanfield is in this movie as well. Tiffany Haddish, Owen Wilson, Jamie Lee Curtis, Danny DeVito, and my favorite guy, Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek. You know, when Schitt's Creek was streaming a few years ago. I really love that comedy show, and Dan Levy was just amazing in Schitt's Creek. And it also stars Rosario Dawson, who played the mother in this movie. And surprise, surprise, Winona Ryder is in this movie too. And Chase Dillon plays the son. He plays Travis. And Hassan Minaj, Chad Crumley, and Rick Andoska, and so on and so forth. If you're not a big star, I'm not gonna say your name anymore. I'm just kidding. So these are the stars, the actors of this new Haunted Mansion, which, by the way, is a reboot. It's not a I would call it more like a reboot, not a remake of the 2003 classic Haunted Mansion, which spawned, you know, a thrill ride and an attraction in Walt Disney, in Disneyland, and Disney World. They have that Haunted Mansion attraction going on, and it's really scary and amazing at the same time. So anyhow, I watched the original Haunted Mansion, which is slightly different from this one, but some, you know, the key points of the movie of the original one is in this film as well. They really kept the spirit of the original Haunted Mansion, and let me tell you that it was scary and it was so funny at the same time. I love the comedic timing, and it was just wow, super comedy. And at the same time, the scary scenes were really cringe-worthy. I'm not saying cringe-worthy in a bad way, but cringe-worthy in the fact that you were really immersed in a horror movie, and you don't, you know, they reminded you that you were watching a horror movie with those cringe-worthy scenes, you know, just like the haunted, like the ghostly bride wielding an axe, and it was really super scary and super frightening, and I really do highly recommend this to you. But it was not so scary to the point that you won't be able to bring your children anymore. You could bring your children to watch this movie, and you could also bring Maria Pureza. She won't be afraid to watch this movie as well. I know that she doesn't like horror movies, but this one, you know, she'll find it funny. So yes, so I highly recommend this movie. Don't listen to the box office results. I recently heard that it didn't do exactly well during its opening. Just watch it for the sake of watching. You know, don't be dissuaded by all the negative things that you hear. It's fun, you know. It's a fun popcorn movies. Of course, popcorn is optional. But then, you know, so that was it for my first segment of the movie. And don't go away, because I will be here for the last segment, and I will reveal to you who my favorite character and actress was for this movie. So don't go away.
Shopping for a new home is an exciting time, and the mortgage process just got easier. New American Funding's all-digital mortgage application takes all the hassle out of applying for a mortgage. Simply put in your information and we do the rest. Safely and securely verify your income, assets, and tax information electronically. Plus, you get access to track the progress of your application anytime, anywhere. Less questions, less paperwork, less hassle, and instant access. Ready to start shopping for your new home? Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Deacon T with Modern Word Ministries. It's great to be with you today. Just a short little promo for our show. Every Sunday morning we have service, and you can follow us at 10 a.m. Pacific Time on modernwordministries.org. And if you missed us or you want to see some of our older messages, go ahead and check us out on socialmediashows.com every single morning at 9 a.m. It's a great way to kick off your day, get a little bit of the word in you, get something uplifting, get you started off on your way. You know, if you're looking for prayer or you need some help, reach out to us. If you go to our website, again, that's modernwordministries.org, you can interact with me via telephone, via DM, text message, whatever you want. I'll get right back to you. So if you need prayer, you need help, you just need somebody to talk to, Modern Word Ministries is here for you. We are your church in the community. So until you see you next time, be blessed, everybody. Bye-bye.
Las Vegas, here we come!
I can't believe we're all moving to Vegas.
I know, right? It's a dream come true.
Wow, super creepy dude.
Mason, stop. I think he heard you.
What if someone walked up in the back of his semi? She's gone. Someone took her.
Who's that creepy trucker?
What are you doing?
They call me Mother Trucker.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social Media Shows is now the new media of the century.
And welcome to the last segment of Spotlight. My name is JC Crisologo, and for those of you who missed the first segment, the spotlight is on the movie The Haunted Mansion, which stars Jared Leto, Danny DeVito, and Jamie Lee Curtis, and Lakeith Stanfield, and Rosario Dawson, and Tiffany Haddish. So before I move on to proceed with the last segment, I would just like to give a shout out to all my viewers and shout out to Carmen Ochoa, aka Poppit. Hello Poppit. Hello Ellen and Athena. Athena, I'm very proud of you and your high grades. Such a smart girl. And also I'd like to give a shout out to Ava and the fur baby Sophia Meatballs. Hi Meatballs. Whenever I talk to Eva on a video call, Meatballs is always there just staring at the camera. Like she wants to say something to me. Yes. So anyhow, before I reveal to you who my favorite character and the actress that played her is, I failed to mention in the first episode that Jamie Lee Curtis plays the not ancient but the old gypsy Victorian woman that was trapped in a crystal ball. So she played that role in the movie. And now, drum roll, my favorite character in this movie is Harriet, played by Tiffany Haddish. She was so funny as the fake fortune teller. Everybody was fake in that movie, including the priest was fake. And including the Ghostbuster, which was played by Lakeith Stanfield, was also fake. Until later on, they were faced with a real paranormal activity, and then that was the time that everything, all hell broke loose. So, oh my gosh, Tiffany was so funny. You should have seen her enter the haunted house, and you know, she would go from room to room and space, and she would say, oh, I sense something, and then she would go to the dining room and said, people actually ate here. You know, she said something like that, and I was, well, it's a dining room, of course. Oh, it was so funny. I mean, Tiffany just brought the house down and she just chewed up the scenery. I just loved her for that. And another thing that I could say about this movie is that so it was funny and scary, and at the same time it was a little bit sad. It had a sad love story to it. And so in this film, the evil ghost, which was Fantasma de la Capillera, which was played by Jared Leto, he fed off on people's fears and anxiety, and the more you feared them, the more he fed on that, and then he used it against the weak people or the weak characters, until later on, you know, they learned to be able to stand up against these evil entities, these evil ghosts. And you have to see the movie to be able to see how it ends. And anyhow, that was my review, my personal review of this fun Walt Disney movie, which I'm pretty sure they're going to open up the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland and Disney World in homage to this current movie. And once again, a shout out to Tiffany Haddish, who played Harriet. And I can't stop saying, somebody ate in this room. And until next time, you know, for those of you who are on a diet, and don't forget to eat your celery, because it's the vegetable that eats you. Chowder, see you next time.